Right, so today we're looking at converting between units, and we're starting off by looking at the conversion factors between different lengths, mass and capacity. So if you could just pause the video here for a moment and copy down all these units into your book, please. These are ones you need to know. You'll probably be aware of them already. If there's any you don't know, then you need to be aware of those. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to go on and look at how to convert between different units. So first example we'll look at is how many meters is 730 millimeters, and the method I want you to use involves drawing a little table. Use your ruler, keep it neat, but it doesn't need to take you very long. And there's three key stages in doing the conversion with the table. And they are, first of all, put units at the top of the table. So what are the units we're working with in the first example? Meters, and that's millimeters. So we'll put one on one side and one on the other. Now, what's our conversion between meters and millimeters? Here we are. So we'll fill those in. Second thing we need to do is we need to say, right, what's our multiplier to get from one to the other? So you always go from the small to the large, because multiplying usually makes something bigger. So we're going to go from meters to millimeters. What do we multiply one by to get to 1,000? Hopefully that's fairly straightforward. It's 1,000. Last step, we put the values in the table. So if we wanted to find what's 2 meters in millimeters, we say we fill in the 2 on the meters side and we times by 1,000 to get it in millimeters. What if it was 5 meters? We use the same multiplier. Whatever the number is in meters, we just multiply by 1,000. What's that times 1,000? It's 15. Whatever the number is, we multiply by 1,000 to get to this side. How about going from millimeters to meters? Well, if we're going from the other way round, from millimeters to meters, we do the opposite operation. Instead of times, that's it, we divide by 1,000. So if we had 2,500 millimeters, divide by 1,000, 2.5 meters. Our question asks us for 730 millimeters, divide by 1,000, 0.73. So our answer is 0.73 meters. Let's have a look at another example. How many centilitres is 5 litres? I'm going to use the same method. We've got our table drawn here and we want our unit at the top of the table. So we've got litres and centilitres. It doesn't matter which way around we do them. And what's the connection between centilitres and litres? Here we have it. 1 litre, 100 centilitres. So we always go from the smaller to the larger to get our multiplier. 1 times what? 1 times 100. So we want 5 litres in centilitres. So we'll put our values in the table. 5 litres. To get to here we times by 100, 500 centilitres. That's our answer. By the way, if you don't like my curly L's, I do them like that so that you know it's an L and not a 1. Finish off with, last question is, what about converting from something like from millimetres to kilometres? It's a little bit trickier because we don't have a conversion written down for us direct from millimetres to kilometres. So on this one, what we do have, we have millimetres to metres and then metres to kilometres. So we can use our tables in the usual way to convert to metres and then to convert from metres into kilometres.